There are certain rules that apply to money, regardless of who you are or where you come from. These rules can help guide you in your financial decision making and lead you to a more prosperous future. Although they may seem obvious, following these simple guidelines can make a big difference in your overall financial health. In this video, we talk about 17 rules of money everyone should know. Rule number 1. Money doesn't save all your problems. Money certainly has its perks, from having financial independence to being able to access the luxuries of life. However, one should never forget that money can't solve all problems in life. Sure, it may bring some temporary relief and ease discomfort, but it can't buy a permanent solution. Many people suffer from difficult circumstances that no amount of money can cure. Each person must find their own way to deal with them through self-awareness and determination. Therefore, it is important to remember that money doesn't always equal happiness and can't provide a lasting resolution to life's challenges. Rule number 2. A budget is always necessary. Making a budget and sticking to it is essential for gaining financial stability. It allows you to take control of your financial life and make informed decisions on spending and saving. Having a written record of your income and expenses can help you identify areas where you can save or adjust your spending habits in order to stay fiscally savvy. It also shows that you're taking steps to prepare for future financial goals, whether it be buying a house, going on vacation, or investing in retirement funds. Making a financial budget and sticking to it is the first step to creating long-term financial stability. Rule number 3. Invest in yourself. Investing in yourself can offer the richest returns over time. Whether you're saving for retirement, further education, or to invest in your future, these goals will help you to ensure a bright financial outlook for years to come. Having a plan for long-term investment is essential for achieving a success and reaching your life goals. By taking the opportunity to save now and invest wisely, you can be sure that you are on the path to financial security in the future. Invest in yourself today and reap the rewards tomorrow. Rule number 4. Be smart about debt. Borrowing money can seem like a great way to get items and services that are out of reach financially, but it is important to be smart about debt. Only take out loans if you are able to make regular payments, not just when times are good, and make sure the amount is manageable and isn't stretching your budget too thin. Doing this will help ensure that you aren't taking on too much debt, which could lead to serious financial problems down the line. Debt should never be taken lightly. One should always be mindful of their ability to pay back before agreeing to any loan or credit card agreement. Rule number 5. Give yourself room to breathe. Have an emergency fund for unexpected expenses. An emergency fund is a great way to give yourself room to breathe when it comes to unexpected expenses. In addition to everyday costs, emergency funds can help you be prepared for the unexpected. Whether it's a medical bill or an emergency home repair, having money set aside can make all the difference in avoiding financial difficulty. It takes effort to set aside money regularly for your emergency fund, but it can be immensely helpful if you ever find yourself in need of quick cash. Start small and gradually increase the amount of money that you're saving each month until you reach your target goal. That way, you can save the resources available if you need them and could potentially save yourself from falling into a financial hole. Rule number 6. Hope is never a strategy. When it comes to decision making and problem solving, hope is rarely an effective course of action. Although having a positive outlook on a course of events is admirable, it does not substitute for the necessary steps needed for success. Instead, relying on a strategic plan that seeks out the most feasible or efficient route to achieve the desired outcome allows us to be proactive rather than reactive. It is only by relying on strategy, by developing and executing a well-thought-out plan, that we can feel confident in our results. Hope may drive us forward, but it should never be regarded as an acceptable basis for any real progress. Rule number 7. There's no limit on how much you can spend. It's easy to get caught up in wanting the latest and greatest products, but that doesn't always mean it's the best option for your wallet. When it comes to spending, remember that there's no limit. That means it is more important than ever to make informed decisions about how you spend your hard-earned money. Consider options outside of brand name products and look for quality items at affordable prices. You may be surprised what you can find with a little research. Taking the time to compare costs will help ensure that you're getting bang for your buck while still reaching your goals. Rule number 8. Time is more valuable than money. In the modern world, time and money are both highly sought after resources. However, one of them has a more lasting effect on our lives than the other. And this is why people often say that time is more valuable than money. When you spend money, it can easily be replenished, but when time passes, there is no way to get it back or replay the moment. As such, it's important to savor every second we have available by utilizing it in ways that makes us happy and fulfill us. Ultimately, feeling like our time is being used efficiently and making sure we are spending moments on things that will enrich our lives is far more important for living a fulfilling life than having an abundance of currency. Rule number 8. Stay away from money wasters. Wise financial management includes avoiding common money wasters. These include activities and purchases that diminish our savings or increase our debt levels. Examples include buying brand name items when generic products will do just as well, eating out often, and impulse purchases that we later regret. Keeping an eye on avoiding these types of spending can help ensure long-term financial stability, so it is sensible to always keep an eye out for these potential pitfalls. Taking a bit of time regularly to review what we are spending our hard-earned money on can save us plenty in the future. Rule number 10. Use the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is an incredibly useful tool in many areas of life. In business, for instance, if you focus your time and energy on the 20% of your customers who produce 80% of your revenue, you can maximize profits. The same idea applies to personal finances. By focusing on the 20% that really matters, rather than the small trivial incomes that may arise from time to time, could bring stability to your finances. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, consider using the 80-20 rule. Number 11. Don't tell anyone that you have a lot of money. Possessing wealth can bring a great many benefits, but there are a few drawbacks as well. One of the most important precautions for those with money to take is to not make it widely known. When your wealth is kept as a secret, you are more likely to be treated like everyone else and will be freed from the inhibitions that may come with having wealth. In some cases, being vocal about your financial situation could place you in danger or attract unwanted attention, making discretion of utmost importance. Anonymity may prove to be your most valuable asset when handling money. Rule number 12. More money means more expenses. Recent studies have suggested that more money does not necessarily equate to increased happiness. Instead, people with higher incomes can easily find themselves dealing with the greater expenses, such as taxes and luxury items, which experiences or moments of contentment can't always buy. Making wise economic choices is essential if we want our finances to take us further in life. Knowing when to save and when it's worth spending is a key part of learning how to make the most out of our resources. Rule number 13. The worst investment you can have is cash. As the saying goes, cash is king. However, when it comes to investments, it's far from being on top of the throne. Cash has virtually zero growth potential and offers no protection against inflation, which means investors will be facing a devalued currency and lower purchasing power over time. To make matters worse, any money held in a traditional bank account is subject to fees, or can be liquidated without prior notice at the institution's discretion. That's why cash remains one of the worst investments you can put your money in. When it comes to protecting and growing your wealth, cash just won't cut it. Rule number 14. Investments are most dangerous when they look easiest. Investing can be a great way to grow your wealth over the long term, but it is important to always approach these opportunities with caution. Investing in something that looks easy may seem enticing. However, successful investments often require an understanding of the nuances within the market. Never be tempted by those claiming they have uncovered a golden ticket, as the most profitable investments often involve higher levels of risk. Rule number 15. Never leave your money on the bank account. It can be seen as a safe haven for your financial investments. However, this is not always the case. Bank accounts are rarely insured against theft, and should you become a victim of cyber hacking or fraud, the chances of recuperating your funds drop significantly. Taking into consideration that the interest rates haven't been at their highest in recent years, holding on to physical money or keeping your savings in other alternative spots may be more profitable. Rule number 16. The stock market isn't your only option. Investing in the stock market can be an excellent way to grow your finances, but it isn't the only option. There's a variety of alternative options that savvy investors use to diversify their portfolios and maximize returns, including bonds, REITs, real estate investment trusts, commodities, and ETFs, exchange-traded funds. Each option has its own unique risk profile that makes it suitable for different types of investors depending on their financial goals and comfort with risk. Before investing any money, be sure to understand your options and develop a plan that aligns with your particular needs and preferences. Rule number 17. Don't care about what others are doing. Instead of worrying about what other people are doing, try to focus on taking control of your own life and your finances. It can be so easy to become consumed with trying to measure up to those around you, but the truth is that everyone has different paths and goals that they want to achieve. Now that you know what it takes to be a financial success, put these tips into practice and see how your life changes for the better. Being smart with your money takes discipline and patience, but it is also worth it when you can achieve your financial goals and enjoy peace of mind. Now we're at the end of this video. If you got value from this video, you'll also like these videos. Thanks for spending time with us.